everyone, welcome to the next part in this video from World of Flowers by Johanna Basford using the Schpirerr Farben Pencils. I'm going to be doing this little flower here today, so it's going to come in a bit closer. Let's zoom first, move the page after. Let's just go across, oops, put it in the middle. Yep, that's as close as we can get. Now this looks a little bit orchid-like. I find them really hard to colour. So rather than sort of worrying about what an orchid looks like, I'm just going to grab some colours and colour it in the way that I want to colour it and hope that it just will work. So I'm just going to bring down my pencils. I thought I would do it in some oranges, just to be a little, I don't know why. So I'm going to start with the bronze. This is quite a brownish colour, and I'm going to do this sort of centre part here. I'm going to try to make it a little bit darker around the edge, like that, and then sort of fade it towards the centre, just putting less layers in there. There we go. And then these dots, I think I'll just go over those with this too. Some of them aren't even closed dots, they're just sort of marks. But I do the best I can. You could use I'm not doing a very good job, am I? You could use a gel pen for this, it might be a little bit more accurate, but I don't know if I've got one in the right colour. I have actually, but never mind, I haven't done that. Now I'm going to grab this one. This is a cadmium red, but for me it's quite an orangey colour. You might be able to see that on camera. So I'm going to do a few, these 4 bits here. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but I'm going to do them similar to that one, where I do them a little bit darker around the edge and a bit less in the middle, but they're so small it's a bit hard to see that I've done that, but I'll just have a go anyway, and you can do this if you wish or just block them in. It's up to you entirely, like that. There we go. Next colour we have is the coral. Just looking on my chart to make sure it's going to work. Yes, it is. I'm going to use it for these bottom 2, I think. Now we can see Johanna's drawn these lines. I think she's done that to indicate that there should be a bit of shadow in there, so it should be a bit darker. So I'm going to layer my coral up here more, just layer over layer like that, and then do less and less as I come down towards the tip of the petal, like that, and then just go back over a bit more until I feel happy with it. It's quite red, that, isn't it? I thought this was going to be an orange page, but you know, an orange picture, but it may just end up being red. But we've got some oranges coming up actually in my tin, so I'll probably use those next. So it might be a bit of a mix, but of course orange and red always works. Well, orange and orangey reds work. Orange and pinky reds maybe not quite so much. Cherry red and orange, not sure. There we go. My next pencil is the orange. So here we go, definitely into oranges now. It's a bit blunt, and I'm just going to give it a sharpen. There we go. And I think I'm going to do this big, sort of almost as, looks like a double petal, but I'm not sure. The sort of big petally bit here. So again, I'm trying to put more layers here and then less towards the end here. It looks like the sun is going in. I couldn't decide whether to go for a walk this morning before the thunderstorms come later, but I didn't. I decided to. I've got a few jobs I want to do at home, so I decided that I will do those instead, which is probably a bit naughty of me, but anyway. I was also going to drag my boys out for a walk, but that didn't work either. One of them was, I want to do some revision for my driving theory test. Okay. And the other one was like, I don't want to come. And I was like, can't force you. So my husband certainly didn't even say he didn't want to come. There's no question that he wasn't going to come. So I'm not sure what he was up to actually. I think he was doing some. He's going to do some artwork for our bathroom, I think. So he decided that if he did the artwork, he wouldn't mind so much if it got ruined, because bathrooms are quite a tricky place. This is the autumn orange, and I'm going to be using it for these two. You know, it gets wet and condensation and stuff, so you know it's quite tricky to be careful of what you put in there. I wouldn't put anything really valuable in there, but he's happy with putting his art in there. He's actually painted a couple of pictures already to go in there, so that's good. And he's found some hooks to stick them on the wall rather than put nails in the wall. I don't mind putting nails in the wall. I'm just trying to find another shade that's sort of orangey. I think this point shoe, that's the cream. I'm just trying to find it. They're out of order. There we go. This one here, point shoe, is like a peach, so I think we could use it here. Yeah, and we're not really sure where the electric cables are in our walls in our bathroom, because we've got extractor fans and shaver points and lights and goodness knows what in there, so be careful. There we go. Now the corners, I think I will do them all green in this row column, I think is the right word. So what for this, well, to go with an orange, I usually like to do a sort of olivey, yellowy type green. I'm having a look at my swatch chart, and I think the Pickle is probably the best one. I'm trying to find it now. Is it this one? No, it must be this one. Yeah, so here it is, the Pickle. But I need to sharpen it. It's a teeny spaces. Look at those little circles. Ooh. Again, you might want to do them in pen. So small. I'm going to do them all first while I've got my sort of sharpest bit of pencil. It's quite hard to know whether there's actually any colour on there. Such a teeny tiny area. It's Sunday today. I was thinking this time next week we've got friends coming for lunch, which will be nice. They've just had a baby, well, 4 months now, and we haven't met baby. It would be lovely to meet her, and so that would be nice. So I've got to prep for that, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to do a grey background for this one. We haven't done a grey background, and I thought it might just be a little bit different. This is the silver vizsla, and I'm just going to put it down evenly like I did with the wheat on the one above, and I'm going to hope that it doesn't just look like dirt. Although it's called silver, it's actually quite a brownish grey, looking at how it's going down. So yeah, it'll be nice. I thought I would do a cold lunch as sort of salady things, because it'll be easier than if baby needs attention and mum has to go and feed her or change her or whatever. Then food won't get cold. We can all just sit and wait, or we can eat and she can catch up or whatever, you know. Don't have to worry about when we're eating or anything like that. So I thought it would be easier. So that's that. I do need to let her know what time we were planning on eating. I'm going to darken that up a bit, actually, all of it, so that she knows what time to arrive. She did ask what she could bring, which was very kind, but I just said bring some drinks that you'd enjoy, because I'm a bit rubbish at buying drinks and puddings, actually, because normally for meals, I don't know about you, we just have a meal and a cup of tea. And so when we have people coming round, it's like, well, what do we serve them, you know? Sort of pudding wise or whatever. But I might get some fruit. I might do a fruit salad or something. That might work. It's a bit dull, isn't it? I'm going to get a darker grey, go over that a bit. The seal grey, I think, is more of a... No, that's the elephant grey. Get there in a minute. Yeah, the seal grey is a little bit darker and a bit less brown. I'm going to put a layer of that on top. If it will go down, I think it will. And just darken up a bit, because I don't know, it's not really showing up. Still looks quite brownish grey, you know, sort of warm grey, almost French grey like, but that's okay. Just going to try to make it look reasonably even, but I'm not really succeeding. But yeah, I'm going to my mum's on Thursday as well, so I've got quite a bit going on this week, so I need to try and get a little bit ahead with my recording, so that when I'm out, I've got things to show you. I have been cheating a little bit and doing some compilation videos because I've got behind and I needed a little bit of a rest because of all the building work in the house and doing the painting and, you know, the shower work, which I still need someone to come back and finish, and things like that. I've got a bit behind and I've had a lot of things going on, so the compilation videos are there to give me a bit of a rest, but to still give you something to watch if you want something to watch. I've gone out the line so much. It's really, really messy. I'm going to see if I can blend it. This is a Derwent blender. Let's see if it works on this, on the Schpirerr Farben Pencils, to just make them look a little bit neater. I think it's looking a little bit better. I mean, a blender pencil can only do so much. It can tidy and burnish and do a little bit. It does tend to be quite good at evening out what you've done, but it can't work miracles. You know, I couldn't make that look like that by blending it with the pencil. Well, it's not quite how it works, but I think that's a little bit better. So I'm going to leave it there. But thank you for watching. I do hope that you have a lovely day. Please do like, subscribe and comment. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. But thank you for watching and happy colouring.